Hi, Russ Hatler again. The quest for perfection in an artist's craft is endless. An author seldom achieves an ideal balance in deathless prose, coupled with the most elegant of plots, working in concert with a cast of perfectly realized characters whose ulterior motivation is both credible and beyond reproach. As a consequence, the hapless author's path to perfection is a never-ending, rock-strewn, narrow and winding road that ultimately leads to rack and ruin, if one can believe the self-help books that abound on the topic. I think we can help you stumble your way through that treacherous minefield. We got tutorials. You, gentle pilgrim, would go to www.sli-enterprises.com and wait for the tutorials frame on the slider. When it swims into view, click anywhere in the frame and you'll be magically transported to the tutorials page. Not all the tutorial sections are complete. In fact, I hope the set of tutorial videos continues to expand as our ranks are joined by seasoned writers who might deign to contribute tales of their creative time spent in the hornet's nest of honest toil. Bear with us on this. A webmaster's work is never done. The tutorials page has 6 buttons. The first button is labeled Notes on Using This Website. If you click on that button, you'll eventually see all the YouTube tutorials we put together to introduce you to the features and foibles of our fascinating website, including this one, and to give you the view of its benefits from 30,000 feet. The lovely thing about a video is that you can watch it when you have time. You can pause, rewind, stop, or restart the video to your heart's content. Enough said. The second button is labeled Dreaming before you set pen to paper. This set of videos will discuss planning for your masterpiece, sketching out chronologies, drafting characters, roughing out a plot, setting the stage, and revving up your creative engine. The third button is labeled Virgin Territory, the First Draft. This set of videos will discuss the process of actually writing your book, or collection of short stories or volume of poetry. It will cover different approaches to discipline, time management, point of view, blatant omissions, and self-deprecating humor. The fourth button is labeled Ready Eddie, Getting the Editor Involved. This set of videos will discuss the joys and terrors inherent in entrusting your masterpiece to the person who will transform it into what it was supposed to be in the first place, or to remake it into what it should become regardless of what the author had in mind. My editor is fierce, unrelenting, and demanding. She's also a genius. Why she puts up with my nonsense, I'll never know. The fifth button is labeled Traversing the Minefield, Self-Publishing Pitfalls. This set of videos will discuss the process of selecting a self-publisher. Oh, you'd prefer a respected New York publisher to handle your book, and you'd settle for a measly $100,000 advance? We don't cover that here. Securing an ISBN number. I know that's redundant, but I don't think anybody calls it an ISB number. Converting your manuscript to a format suitable to the publisher, translating page count to spine width, book cover design, and a host of other humdrum topics that have nothing whatsoever to do with writing, but are simply unavoidable. The sixth and final button is labeled Flogging the Product, Promoting Your Masterpiece. This set of videos and PowerPoint presentations, converted to Google slide format, will discuss the process of bringing your product to market once you've cleaned up the proof copy. And that's the whole thing. I hope the tutorials help. We've done what we can to empower the newbies, infuriate the veterans, and intimidate the meek. But I see by the relentless chronometer that the yardarm is passing beneath the sun somewhere in the world, and I've got a beer or two to vanquish. Cheers!